Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh
What's going
my,
on?
oh my God. That's all I gotta say. Oh my God.
You're right. Oh my God is right. Um,
Eh,
I lost my throat during this game. I'm still speechless. I get it. This is the Spurs, but for Joel Embiid to have a career game like this, 70 points, another double. Come on, Mitch. I'm gonna go. Honestly, I'm gonna go right to you. Your thoughts?
Hold on, let me just turn that off. Okay. My thoughts is the Spurs are trash. They had no way to stop Embiid. It was
Yes.
Embiid against the world
Yes.
tonight. That's all I have to say.
Yes, and against Brett Brown. A lot of sightings of Brett Brown tonight. A
Yep.
lot of love
Mm-hmm.
for the human dumpster. But anyway, um, the 76ers looked very sharp. Again, the first quarter, that was the best basketball you saw from the Spurs. They were doing a lot of perimeter shooting. But after that, Sixers could have let them have a 40-point lead, and they were going to let them come back. And the Sixers just destroyed, starting with your rating MVP. And I was going back and forth with a couple of guys who are a couple of my good friends. They are big time Joker fans and stuff, and they're not bought into this win. I mean, look, I get it; it's the Spurs, but still, in order to put 70 points against one team, you're a one man wrecking crew. Of course, if you guys saw the Avengers, this is when when Thor's brother and Hulk got into it, and or Iron Man, he said, we got a Hulk. Well, we got Embiid, and he just destroyed that whole team single handedly. Um, Dropping 70, in the paint with that elbow jumper is just nasty. I mean, they could have had five guys in the lane and it wasn't stopping the big man. He just did whatever he wanted. Like, again, him coming from this injury, probably the best thing for him because he's a waking giant and he's pissed and he wants to be known as your reigning and defending MVP and maybe a little further. I said this in my group chat. This is the best rebounding Sixers team I've seen Joel Embiid be a part of, and maybe and guys are saying, oh well, I have a couple of buddies saying, well, regular season MVP and that's it. I'm telling you, with Nick Nurse at the helm of this team's going to be dangerously good. And right off the bat, we have so many comments coming in. Starting off, Barry Green checking is Joel Embiid, best player in the universe. I'm going to go right to you on that, Mitch. How do you feel?
I mean, he's the best player in the league. If you can't say that, if you see saying Jokic, I don't know what to tell you, man. I simply don't know what to tell you. He goes to the elbow, he goes to the free throw line. It is automatic. He is automatic. And here's the best part. He barely shot any threes this game. It felt like he's going away from the 3-point line, which I love. Just keep on going to that line, go to the mid range. He's a master at the mid range from his size. Incredible. Incredible.
Yeah, he was incredible. He was incredible throughout this game. Just like I said, Joel Embiid, the best player in the universe. Um, Mike Green checking in. What's up, Mike Green? Mike Green says, Mitch, what's
That's
up?
my guy, Mike. How's it going?
Trust the process. Yes, if you're giving some love to my man Brett Brown, Steve with a new name coming in. It's usually Steve because is Rudy P going to throw a shade? We'll see. Daniel Barry saying 70 piece MVP. That's how you know this guy's good. He's dropping a 70 piece, a 70 piece.
Yep.
Like that's unheard of. That's unheard of. I mean, you're
Crazy.
breaking records. You are breaking records. Daniel Barrett checking his favorite player, absolutely. Oh, my man Tech checking. What's up, Quentin? He goes, someone should check in the Rudy Poo, see if he's okay. Yeah. Yeah, listen. Someone better check into my broadcast partner, Mike Lara, because the ultimate Joel Embiid hater, he's probably got a whole thing of duct tape going across his face, and he's probably got duct tape going across that. His sphincter might be really, really tight.
Yeah.
Uh,
I just got to show you this his stat line. You ready for
Go
this?
ahead.
His freaking stat line: 70 points, 16 boards, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 24 for 41 from the field, 1 for 2 from 3. He only took 2 shots from the 3-point line. Only 2. 21 for 23
Wow.
from the free throw line.
Wow.
2 from the
Wow.
3-point line.
2 from the 3-point line. Again, nothing to take away from Maxey. Maxey played well. Again, the bench didn't have to show up. I mean, Joel Embiid just made up for all the production. Cat has 53. Dude, he had 30 within the first quarter.
I know.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, guys. Bear with my voice. I was screaming. I was so pumped for Joel Embiid tonight. And I get it. Again, people are going to hammer you. Oh, well, you're just beating up on the Spurs, the bottom feeder of the NBA. I get it. I get it. I shouldn't be, playing with my carrot. I get it. But still, that's something that, you got to be proud of as a Sixer fan. You have to be proud of that. He's just so dynamic. This is why he's the reigning MVP. This is, again, he could do things Joker can't do, and I know people are going to get on me about that, but again, I won an 81 from Daniel Barry. My man Steve checking in, he goes, probably hits 90 if he played all 48, but over 100 between Wemby and Joe is pretty special. Yeah. Here goes Tech checking. He goes, way too early point player of the game. Cork Moss. Yes. So I'll tell you one thing about Tech here. He gives all the bench players love. I'm telling you. I wish I went to know Tech through the process days. My man would have been getting himself a Spencer's Hall jersey, MCW jersey. He probably would have got himself an Isaiah Cannon jersey. He's probably got a Tony Roten jersey hanging up somewhere. My man went to all 4 mills that year and shopped. Spurs, he put up 70 on a 70-foot free. Yeah, yeah, that's true. It's true, Barry. Good point. Daniel Barros is saying go Sixers. Steve goes, I was hoping he had a 60 triple-double, but it was all special at the same time. Yeah, look, man, it's all special. And again, this team's just handling business. Chris Moore checking and goes, Embiid and Ree were in the game at the same time at one point. Yeah, and that was a very special to see B-Ball Paul and Joel Embiid on the floor. You need to see more of that. JoJo and B-Ball Paul work out for sure, absolutely. I didn't realize Joel Embiid and Paul Reed played together. No, look, I think all eyes were just on Joel Embiid just dominating this game. I don't think anybody had their eyes on it. Ty Green checking is, oh my God, this guy destroyed Wembley. Yeah, he did, for sure. But I'm going to kick it out to you in just a sec there, Mitch. I mean, give me your thoughts, though, on just overall. I mean, is this a new Embiid? Am I crazy for saying he's a waking giant since that injury? I mean, he single-handedly destroyed the Spurs. Spurs don't even look like they belong on the same floor.
No, it's not just Embiid awakening like a giant. It's Nick Nurse. It's just Nick Nurse that's giving Embiid where Embiid likes the ball, where he, that jab, that fade away, especially going to the free throw line and elbow. Nick Nurse has unlocked the giant. He has unlocked Joel Embiid because once you see Doc Rivers, like you see him taking the ball up the court with Doc Rivers, you see him shoot the 3 with Doc Rivers. I'm telling you, Nick Nurse deserves to be in the conversation as for Coach of the Year. He deserves to be in this conversation.
Whoa. Already. Yeah, but is he doing that because he's got the talent? Will that get... I mean, look, I like where you're going. He might be...
No, go.
No. I'm saying he might be in that conversation for Coach of the Year. That's a good call by you. Todd Green checking. What's up, Todd? He goes, he may be the most skilled big man in the last 20 years. I've been saying that, but, these old school cats won't agree with me. They're going to tell me Joel, Shaq. Shaq can only do one thing, dominate the paint. That's it. This guy can play defense. He can shoot from the perimeter. He can do so much more. And again, people go back to longevity of championships. Like, well, what does that got to do with anything? Championships and skill are two different things. They forgot they had this guy named Kobe Bryant to kind of bat him out a lot of trouble. There goes Dave Yarnold. What's up, Dave? Great game for the big man. Absolutely. Philly halftime checking is Joe Embiid show MVP. Absolutely. Absolutely. Q may have a matching Henry Henry Sims Bias Thomas jersey special. Yes, 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 Steve. The Foreman Mills special right there. That all adds up to $12. Let's see. William, what's up, Will? He goes, "It's truly is a privilege to watch UMB play basketball." Totally agree. Joel Embiid and Ty goes, "MB passed Wilt Chamberlain's franchise record tonight." Look it up. Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
And again, the only problem I have with the team moving forward, again, this is hindsight looking down the road, and I said this a bunch of times, is the bench can get cold at times, and you're going to need a solid bench. So, but other than that, I mean, you have to see how this team is. Just the way the chemistry is, and I think that's the most important. I said that since day one of the season when I did the show with Dives when it was just me and him on Saturday. This is why they didn't let James Harden into this locker room because of the team chemistry. And a lot of guys want Tobias Harris out. I get it. This is the same old Tobias Harris we get every winter. He plays really good. Yeah. But this is why a lot of teams, every GM to come on to this team. They when they put the chips on the table, they pull back because he is a great leader, and look at the way it's flowing for him. He doesn't have tons of pressure. He shows up. He just shows up when you need him to. And again tonight, just being a good leadership. And but tonight it was all about Joel Embiid and Joel Embiid dominating the Spurs and Spurs having absolutely or just gas. They just knew they had nothing to do. They knew Joel Embiid was getting his, and they had no response.
Yeah, no response whatsoever. I mean, it's exactly Foreman Mills.
Foreman Mills, yes, Todd. You can rack up jerseys for like $13, buddy. You can rack up all those trusted processors. He
That
goes,
behind the back pass. Whew.
Yo, I think my favorite play of the game, speaking of, is Nick Batum to Kelly Oubre in the very beginning, and he goes up for that sick dunk.
Yes.
Just slams it down. Just slams it down.
Yeah.
I mean, he was crashing boards. Philly halftime says, "At least we watched history tonight." Yes. I'm telling you, if you guys are 4-for-4 Philadelphia fans, if you watch the Philadelphia Eagles painfully just drag down your winter and your new year, I'll tell you what, Joel Embiid just lifted it. Dave Arnold checking as Harris actually played well he has been playing well as of late.
He has, but this is about Joel Embiid. Do we have to talk about Tobias?
Hey, listen, you can't go wrong talking Tobias. You know what I'm saying?
You can't.
You just
I'm
can't.
giving him credit before, but it's just like we witnessed history here.
Yes, we did, and it is, and it's this is the ramifications of what this team's going to be moving forward, and I'll get it. They're getting ready to hit the road, but I think this team's going to be fine on the road. They're going to bond even some more. So, but what else stood to you other than Joel Embiid though? Mitch.
What else other than Joel Embiid? Let me look at the stat line real quick here. For me, I gotta go. Oh wait, what? It's actually Batum. Like Batum,
Yes.
I'm actually saying where Batum's passing. His IQ. Did you see his pass to like down low to like?
Yeah, he was nasty. Yeah, he was nasty. He was down. That's what I'm saying. The pass that Nick Batum made to what's his name from Nick Batum to Kelly Oubre just went up late, and he just made that monster dunk. There was a couple dunks that Kelly Oubre made. I think Kelly Oubre stood out pretty well. his defense has got to be a little bit better. But other than that, I think he played well underneath that. Again, a great rebounds for the 76er squad. I mean, just nasty. The numbers are there for you guys. Here goes a lot of guys checking in. Let me get back to these comments. And man, the comments are coming in. People are witnessing. Cat has 58 points by the end of the third quarter right now.
Oh my God.
By the way, Seniority Blows. Thank you, Todd, for
Thank you,
acknowledging
Todd.
that. We knew that. We all know that. Embiid had 36 minutes. Yeah, and he did a lot. He caused a variety of damage.
Yeah.
Bro, this is a team game. Come on, dude. What, Dave? What, bud? I'm just saying. I get it. It's a team game, but in NBA, you just need that one superstar to turn everything around. Everything else is a every other sport of the four majors is a team game, but in NBA, all you need is about three superstars, and you could take over the world. Um, Philly special cards checking in because we gotta talk about Tobias Mitch. Man,
To buy ass, but yeah.
I'm sorry. Yes,
I
Mitch.
call him that. I call him that.
I know a lot of people call him that. Nick checking in from X. He says, Mitch, gotta get Embiid's face and 78 tatted on your arm to celebrate. Not a bad idea, Nick.
You know who needs to get it tatted? Sean Bernard. He's at the game.
Yes, I saw he was front row. Now, Nick, you kind of mind me with that comment. You kind of mind me of Waterboy when the coach had a tattoo of some dude on his knish. And he said, well, as long as mama don't know, it won't hurt her. So, but again, big night for Joel Embiid. Again, going off, if you guys are just catching 70 points. I mean, just nasty in the paint. Like I said, there's nobody can stop him when he's in scoring transition. There's just nobody can stop him, period. Just, like again, I saw triple cover. It didn't matter. You saw four guys and it didn't matter. Pull back, elbow jumper. Just like, again, 70 points is not easy. Not easy to scramble up with. And, man, we just put on a clinic. That's all you get really sad. Mike checking in. What's up, Peppernick? He goes, the Sixers are in a conundrum. Do they make a trade for another star? Well, yeah, you're gonna. I would, because if you are looking to finally get out of that second round and looking to climb over the hump, you have to make some kind of big splash there, Mike. You have to. What do you think there, Mitch?
You kind of have to. We were talking about this on the last post-game show, actually, with Dives. We've been talking about this, and it's just like, who do you want to give up? That's the thing. It's just like our depth. Like, people love Batum, Covington, Oubre. It's just all that stuff. I want another player. Maybe like a Malcolm Brogdon. The Sixers are linked to him. Maybe I don't want a Zach LaVine. He's out injured again. I don't want LaVine.
Yeah,
Caruso.
you know what? You opened my eyes to this. And you couldn't be no more. You were right on it. I mean, they're better off without him. They are way better off without him.
Yep.
And I full-heartedly agree. I think they I think the Bulls were better off without him. But yeah, like I said though, guys, if you're checking in again, huge night for Joel Embiid again. 70 points for the big man. Just nasty stuff. Just nobody to stop him. Nobody. I mean, I was wondering at some point was the Spurs going to try and throw in one of their mascot in to try and come up with some kind of magical stop, because that man did whatever he wanted. The elbow jumper, just some nasty. I mean, and the way he kicked the ball out was pretty good. Again, this is why he's an MVP caliber player, and he should have been MVP, like 3 times. But they keep on giving it to the Joker, which is a joke. Great team player. I get it. But this guy can play ball. This is the awakened giant, and he's better than Joker. Head and shoulder better than Joker. Ty Green goes, can we finally beat Boston and Milwaukee in a Game 7 series? That remains to be seen. I'm starting to believe that we can. I'm still kind of... I want to say my toes are almost off the cliff about to jump in and say we can, but just with this bench, I'm still not 100%.
Well, the Celtics
If we had
are
a more
beatable.
just the Celtics are beatable. Uh, it just like I said, our bench is what worries me moving forward. If
Yeah,
they can upgrade the bench, by all means, sign me up.
I agree with that.
Um,
I agree with that 100%. The Celtics are beatable though. The Bucks without Giannis is interesting because Damian Lillard cannot lead them to a victory. And like he's not a good leader. He needs Giannis. So it's just like without
right.
Giannis, the Bucks are vulnerable.
Right. And here goes, and for the guys who are just checking in to look at the rest of the stats of the rest of the players, since we are raising the rating MVP Joel Embiid, but to give you some other numbers, Nick Batum 33 minutes and 5 points, Tobias Harris 14 points, 0 from 5 from the perimeter, not so great there. Joel Embiid, of course, the story of the night, 18 rebounds, 5 assists, 70 points, absolutely just remarkable game tonight. Remarkable. He just pretty much said that the Spurs belong playing in the not the G League, some YMCA somewhere, anywhere but the NBA, and he just made that statement. Kelly Oubre, 25 minutes, 8 points. Again, everyone else had pretty much low scoring coming off the bench. If you want to be excited, Paul Reed did have 8 rebounds, which is nice. And of course, Daniel House is starting to pick up not too much productivity, but again, the other points, he had 9 points. The other tonight he had 8, so he's spawned up a couple buckets. Korkmaz, a whole 13 minutes and give you nothing was expected. So, but those are some of the numbers who stood out to you guys, in case you guys want to know. But again, story of the night, Joel Embiid. You don't have to look any further. Who's your player of the game? You don't have to look any further. What kind of grade it deserves? Because it's A across the board tonight. Your player of the game is obviously Joel Embiid. And it's hard to go anywhere else.
Right.
This is record breaking, and he sets it. So you guys got to chalk it. Whether you like Joel Embiid or you're not, or you do or don't, you have to give it to the big man. He was phenomenal. Phenomenal. You know what I mean? They didn't have an answer. Like I said, they came out. I'll give the Spurs. They came out with a little bit of fire uh, in the first quarter, and then once Nick Nurse and the 76ers made their adjustments, lights out, lights out. It was. So let's get some of these great comments. Cat had 60, but only he has 6 rebounds. He will probably outscore Joe tonight, but he won't outwork him. Let's see. Barry Green says Cat 10 for 14 from the 3-point land. Barry Green says when healthy we could beat the Celtics. How do you feel about that, Mitch? How do you feel?
That is fair. That is fair. But after looking at the Celtics and who they do have, there's only one guy that can slow down Embiid, and that is Al Horford. Al Horford is known as the grown beat stopper. And then again, you have in the playoffs, Jaylen Brown goes off. He goes off, and then you have Porzingis, who's barely there. He's injured again. So the Celtics have their pieces, but with healthy and our bench being good, I can see it.
Yeah, as long as you're getting some kind of as long as the bench is contributing somehow, some way, they could go off and like you get the Marcus Morris could put up 15, Daniel House come up with 15. If Beeple Paul has like 10 blocks, you have something there, and that's to me is the difference maker. And again, the schedule gets harder again this Saturday night. This Thursday and Saturday. Thursday, they're going to see a freshly new look of the Pacers, and Saturday, you're going to see again Joel Embiid versus Joker out there in Denver, which is going to be a great matchup. KZ 9094 Abel says they keep on give it to the Joker, which is a joke. Ooh, yeah, I totally agree.
Yep.
Embiid straight up against Joker, 8 out of 10. More like 10 out of 10 for what I saw. If you are a Paramount Plus, which to watch the Wilt Chamberlain documentary, I'll have to check that out. There's the response to KD tweet. This is the response. Yeah, this was the response to KD tweet. Not three quarters, all four of the night. Against the Celtics, Tobias Harris is the X factor. He has to have the all set in Jaylen Brown. Your thoughts?
Yeah, Tobias Harris is the X factor. I said it before. If he can get like the 18 to 22 points per game in the playoffs and he steps up consistently and beats aggressive, I could see it. Embiid and Maxey are going to get his. They're going to get his. Kelly Oubre will get his points, but two will get Embiid in the right spots. It is Tobias Harris. That is the X factor.
Yeah. He will be there when they need to be. I'm not worried about the Heat. I guess because I'm being a little optimistic, but I'm not worried about the Heat. Still don't know if the Sixers can beat Boston, Miami, Milwaukee, or Miami in Game 7 in 7 games. I don't know, but let me ask you, Quentin, how about the road? Who could beat this combo, though, right now of Maxey? The way Maxey's playing and Joel Embiid. Like, who's stopping that combo? That's a 1-2 punch. I mean, I don't know who can hang with that for 7. You know, we keep on seeing who the Sixers can hang with. Who can hang with the Sixers?
Right.
We keep on worrying about the Milwaukee's and the Bulls. If Joel Embiid doesn't show fatigue in the playoffs, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. If you stay healthy, not getting tired on the floor, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Steve saying Miami and Indy are my most worries this year. It's because I get it. I don't know, and I guess I'm just being a homer for the Sixers tonight because what I saw. I can't say it. Hornets only losing by 2 to Minnesota. Yeah, well, listen.
Wow.
Yeah. 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 It's crazy. So, Mitch, let me ask you another thing. I mean, just like I said, I want to talk about other players, but like I said, Nick Batum had an okay look, but I mean, there's no else we could go to. There's nobody.
Really not.
Not when one player just dominates the whole entire game. This is NBA 2K.
It really is. We were missing Beverly, Covington, Springer. Haux played. Haux had an okay game, but it just
they 8 points.
It's like Embiid. It's just like it's Embiid, and that's it.
Yeah, and that's all you needed. This is why he's the reigning MVP. This is why he's in the conversation every year. It's because of the things he does. And tonight, no different. 70 points. He was just dropping them. Just dropping them. He could just feel it. He had just ice in his veins and fire out of his hands. I mean, he was just sick tonight. Just unloading. And he was unloading hell on the Spurs team. He didn't stop. He didn't stop when the Spurs already threw in the towel. He didn't stop. He kept his foot to the throttle. And he kept on going. Yeah. You know what I mean? He was dangerous. You know. But let's get into. I mean, we don't have to do player of the game, but let's go to grades. Won't you give me sweetness and light for my restless mind? There you go. So, Mitch, I'm going to go right to you. You give me your grade of the game.
All right, how do I do this?
Yeah, it's hard.
Embiid, A+++ infinity. For the rest of the team, I gotta give them like a, I don't know, a B minus or something.
Were they on the floor tonight?
Huh? Yeah,
Were they on the floor tonight? I didn't
they were.
notice.
Tobias had 14. Maxey had 18. But
Right,
it's
right,
just like,
right.
other than that, it's just like, eh.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to give it an A plus. I mean, again, your superstar went off, and that's all you need to happen against a really
Yeah.
bad basketball team.
Mhm.
And you handle business. And again, you're soon enough for, or gonna have a couple days rest. You get ready to get ready to hit that road trip from, I think, from here till February 2nd. I think they're gonna be on the road. Quentin checking is Boston will blitz the Embiid and Max's two main game. It won't work. Ooh. Quentin, what games are you watching? They beat the Celtics when Embiid. I will take Embiid Maxey over Giannis Lillard, and the Heat are just awful. Ooh, man. Barry Green, I like how your heart feels. I like it. Uh, Man, and we have a little controversy between these guys. Quentin also checking is at Barry Green. Who beats the Sixers every playoffs? Yeah, did you watch the playoffs? Man, uh, he's talking about the Quentin again. He goes, "This is a new year with a new coach, new players, new stars. Eagles were in the Super Bowl last year. That is history, not that is history, not now." Yeah, I agree, Barry. New player, and that thing that you mentioned about Tobias Harris being your X factor. I think Nick Nurse is your X factor. I think if Nick Nurse can keep these guys, just keep on getting the rebounds. If the bench can somehow give you some more production, you'll be just fine. And like I said, tonight they had no Patrick Beverly. They had no Rocco. You know what I mean? This is the most Cork Monsters got minutes in like 2 months. You know what I
Right.
mean? So yeah, without Marcus Smart on Boston, the dynamic is a little different to come from Steve. Uh, but Derek White is yeah. You're going to have to deal with Derek White, and that's going to be a problem. Um, so again, Mitch, this team is looking solid. The Sixers went off tonight. Your final thoughts and where people can find you.
Here's the thing. I'm a huge Victor Wembanyama fan, so just to see him against my favorite player in the league now, and it's just like,
Mm-hmm.
wow. Did you see what Wemby did? He was like in front of Embiid, but he just threw the ball next to him. He just threw it up and it went in. Like,
Yes.
my God, I
Yes.
wish I could have been there live. But
Yes.
yeah, guys, you can find me on Twitter or on X, whatever you call it, at Mitch Toxie, Hardcore Sports Network. We finally got a Facebook page, Hardcore Sports Network. About time, I
Yes.
know. But yeah, that's basically it. Sixers alert tomorrow, at 5 o'clock on my time. And Thursday, Fly Like an Eagle, episode 13, episode 7:15 with my guy Phil from Trending in the AM. So
Whoa.
he's gonna be my
Oh.
guest. So
You got the
yeah,
bearded lady to come on.
uh-huh.
No,
Yeah.
that's I was making a joke. That's my guy.
Yeah.
I love my man Phil. Um, he's awesome. He is an amazing man.
Yeah.
The man of the morning shows. He's always grinding every morning.
Yeah.
I feel like I know Phil for like 20 years, and I only known him for like 2 months. But since the
Right.
summertime. But he has that kind of personality. You just fall in love with. He's a great guy. He is a titan. He's a titan of the mornings. Here goes Quinn. He goes, "Do you guys like the recent minutes from House?" Yeah, we mentioned that. Daniel House has been playing better. So for me, yes, I know you want your cup of milk. Yes, that's my junior. He's ready. So real fast, I'll give you guys my point. Joel Embiid going off much needed against a bad team, showing the world you are reason why you're an MVP caliber player. Um, and the one thing that's just keep it rocking, just keep rocking. Keep on giving minutes to your bench in these kind of games. Let them go off. Let them build their momentum. If it helps you any better, build up trade value in these guys for the better for the greater of the good, then do it. If you're building up a case for Marcus Morris, if you're building up a case for Daniel House to bring in a name, then do it. So that's my take.
Guys, catch me, Pat Bernard, right here, Edge of Philly Sports. You catch me Thursday night on the Flyers postgame show. And, of course, the attack in third, which is going to be tough because a member of our family here on Edge of Philly Sports just passed away last week. So, heck of a guy, brother like mine today. And always forever be missed. Gus Seminary, love you, brother. And, of course, again, guys, catch me out, PM and the AM, Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. All right, guys. Sid, thank you so much. For me, my man Mitch, we are out. Let's get out of here, Mitch. Let's go to Foreman Mills and rack up some jerseys.